I've been a fan of the Defender since I was a teenager, and to finally get the chance to drive one is a very, very big deal. Is the new Defender all looks and no substance? Let's find out. Hi guys, it's Claire again from Gadget Gal, reviewing the brand new 2020 Land Rover Defender. Let's buckle up and get into this video. Jaguar Land Rover South Africa have recently given me this petrol P400S 3-litre turbo Defender. And although we haven't really tested the off-roading side of it, we've had time to play. Impressions. When the Jaguar Land Rover team arrived at my gate and handed over my keys, I must admit the sheer size of this beast was a little bit overwhelming. And sitting behind the wheel of it for the first time was very intimidating. The size of the car took a little getting used to, and it's ever so slightly larger than my very own VW Up. However, after 20 minutes or so, I was right at home. The exterior of this vehicle is ruggedly stylish and really turns heads. The interior is both utilitarian and almost luxurious. The exterior design tips its hat to the classic design, but it's completely modern. Its boxiness is smoothed out. You could almost say the new Defender has some curves. Still looks solid, but dare I say, a little bit softer? Not only is the new Defender good looking, and yes, we can debate whether it's kept to its heritage or not, but it's very clever too. Let's get into electronics and tech. The Defender is absolutely loaded with tech. From the 360 clear sight cameras, which give a clear view of the vehicle from all angles. It's designed to give you an outside view of your surroundings, so that when you're negotiating difficult terrain or tight spots, you'd be able to find your way. I can imagine when you're maneuvering through really, really rough terrain that the cameras are a great benefit. But for me, I mainly use them while I was trying to park. The Pivi Pro infotainment system is controlled from the touchscreen in the center console, and there are a myriad of charging points. This vehicle doesn't just have tech for tech's sake. It's a real partnership of rugged power and agility, coupled with great processing power. It's designed to make life easy and comfortable for you, the driver, as well as your passengers. So the Pivi Pro navigation system is always on, always updatable, and always connected in real time. You get premium navigation with the latest traffic information while you're listening to Spotify. So the structured bodywork is strong, and the Defender 110 has air suspension, which assists with ground clearance when off-road. But you can also find a little button in the back when you're trying to load the boot that'll bring the Defender down to your level. My level. So drivability and comfort. As I mentioned, the Defender can be quite intimidating, but after a while, dangerously empowering. It's such an intuitive drive. It feels so sure-footed that you have to resist the emergence of your inner bully. The higher driving position, coupled with the glances from people admiring the car, and a 3-litre engine, didn't always bring out my caring side. And that said, I expect exactly for that reason there's a section on the console that measures real-time driving style and gives you a score based on how economically you are driving. A originally designed to survive harsh and brutal conditions, the Defender has now been dragged into the 21st century, kicking and screaming. And I wonder if loyalists will love this new version as much as they love the original one. I'm in the long wheelbase 110 passenger version. It doesn't feel like one of those hardcore off-roaders, you know, the ones that throw you around. It absorbs hard shocks, you don't feel potholes, and the wheels don't shudder over any sort of corrugated surfaces. It's a super smooth ride. So that would be a one-up from the original Defender. Driving this Defender, it almost feels like you're cheating. It actually doesn't feel like you're in a Defender at all. And you could easily mistake the drive for like a lavish luxury car. Or a plane. I don't think a Defender should be this smooth a ride. It's also really quiet. And as a passenger, I often felt like I could have just closed my eyes and meditated. With the size of this thing, you would think acceleration would be a problem. But it doesn't only cruise, it takes off as well. It can really move. So I didn't really do a lot of serious off-roading, just a bit of farm and bush driving. Let's go through a list of some of the things it can do. Air suspension. You can lift and lower the car, obviously for ground clearance, and like I said, when you're loading the boot. There's a Qualcomm Snapdragon processor. All-round 360 cameras are not just a gimmick, they're very, very useful. There's individual aircon for yourself and your passengers, so no more fighting about what the temperature is. Android Auto that actually really works. Adaptive headlights. This is not new, but nicely done. Sense using radar stops you from dazzling the drivers that are coming towards you. All software is updated over the air. You're not schlepping it into Land Rover to get it sorted out. Clear side rear view mirror is handy. There's ionization in the car, which is great because I live in Joburg and it's quite a polluted city. Open the door at night. There's a light that shines down onto the streets just so you can get your bearings, and it's of a Land Rover Defender. When you switch on lane assist, it can be quite aggressive. I got a shock when I was driving. Let me show you now. Let's see if we can do it now. I know I shouldn't be doing this, but anyway, let's see. What? The Defender is really one of the few cars that can do it all. I would feel equally as comfortable arriving at a cocktail party as I would maybe at a building site. There is so much to learn about this car, and 4 days with it was not enough. Hint, hint, Land Rover. So a few things you want to know. The tech is impressive. The ride is smooth. It should be a great car to off-road with. Thanks for watching, and please remember to comment, like, and subscribe to my channel. I'd really love to hear from you as well. And don't forget to check out my box below, and we'll see you next time. And the Land Rover, and you know when you're being thrown around in the back. So where were we? Oh yes, we were talking about being thrown around a little, even though some of those like one. You know when you're being thrown around in the passenger seat. Whoa, that was close. This is a big car. How did you miss me? And there's a truck. So I didn't really take it through some serious off-roading. So let's go through a list of things it can do. Oh, it just turned ahead. Sorry, Evoque driver. Sorry.